Hey y'all, I'm Chris and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are gonna go through some car-friendly snacks for a trip we're getting ready to take to make sure we don't like grab crazy stuff at the gas stations and whatnot and fill up on donuts. We're gonna try to stay a little healthy while we travel. So stick around, let's go. All right, so this trip is a little bit different because we're gonna drive somewhere, get on a ship for 8 days and then come home. So yeah, we're going on a cruise. So some of the things that we want to take on this trip have to sit in the car for 8 days while it's parked in a parking garage. I've checked the weather. The weather where we're going, where the car is going to be, is very similar to where we're at now. So it's going to be cool enough that I'm really not worried about spoilage for like chips and crackers and stuff like that. I'm not worried about spoilage in the car. However, we can't obviously take like sandwiches and stuff and leave them in the car for 8 days. So we have to be creative on what we're going to bring, so we can have fresh stuff on the way down, and then when we come back, some really creative items that I think you might like. So we've got a recipe to use up some pumpkin that we made, and then the rest of it is grab and go or store-bought or canned products that we've made. So let's dig in. Okay, I know this is weird because we don't like to eat a bunch of store-bought stuff, but this is a different circumstance. So let's go through some of the stuff that we've got. I picked these up at Sam's Club. These are amazing, these little trail mixes. We have some leftover pretzels from some recipes that we had. We've got crackers that I'll show you what we're gonna go with, tortilla chips and popcorn, pork rinds, pretzels. You see we've already busted into those. We are gonna take 2 of our cans of cowboy caviar with us, one for the way down, one for the way back. And then we're gonna take some of our Italian beef, our Louis, that we're gonna make sandwiches on the way back. We also, on the way down, we are gonna make our pumpkin pie bites. So today we're gonna go through this recipe and show you how we use up the rest of our pumpkin that we processed the other day. So this is just the snacky part of it. We'll probably pack like lunch items or whatnot, or like on the way back, we'll hit a deli or a Subway or something like that, grab a sandwich, put it in our cooler. We will have a very small cooler. We're gonna bring water with us and whatever else we wanna drink. So we will have those items with us. And then on the way down, we'll put ice in, we'll dump the ice before we get into the parking lot. And then on the way back, like I said, we'll hit a Walmart or something, grab ice, grab some sandwiches and head back. So just to keep it budget friendly and we're not eating fast food all the way back home. So let's get into this recipe. I'm very excited about it. This is one that Greg found, so you know it's gonna be good. All right, y'all, we're going to triple this recipe, and these are pumpkin pie bites, no bake, Dawn, the girl heart food. So this is a no bake, and we are gonna triple this because I have a ton of pumpkin left over. So we've already lined our baking sheet with parchment paper, and then we're gonna put everything in, except for the oats and the walnuts, in the food processor, and that's gonna spin for about 30 seconds. So this is a little, like a cup and a half of puree, and the maple syrup. This is gonna be amazing. And then it calls for a bunch of spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. I have pumpkin pie spice, so we're just gonna use that. We're gonna blitzer a little bit. Oh yeah. There it is, that's what it looks like. So that's gonna bind everything together. So now we're going to add all the bits and pieces. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now we do oats and walnuts and combine for a minute. So there's the oats and the walnuts. And remember, we're tripling this, so a lot of this, we're not gonna take all of this with us. We're gonna put a lot of this in the freezer. I think a double batch would have worked in here instead of a triple. Excuse my armpit, y'all. Okay, let's see if we can get this combined. I don't think it needs to be pureed. We just need it combined. And I think that's all I'm gonna get out of that. Let me pull some of this out. See what it looks like. That looks good, it's not dry. I was worried it was gonna be dry. Here, let's get this. Yeah, she looks good. I think what I'm gonna do, because there's so much, Let's put some more back in. Maybe we can get the big chunks. Okay, well, definitely a triple batch of this is too much for my mixer. That fell on the floor. Let's get a bowl. And I'm probably gonna just dump this, y'all, off camera. Okay. A single batch would have definitely worked in here. A triple batch, not so much. Come here, little piece. Although it smells amazing. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. That's the consistency we're looking for. Now it does say to blitz the chocolate in here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the chocolate and then I'm gonna blitz it in here and then I'll just combine it over there in the bowl. What do you say? Let's see if that works. Just chop these up a little bit. I like this too because I got rid of a bunch of ingredients I bought that I didn't use for a meal that I made, so that's cool. Cool. Let's put those in. I cleaned out the bowl too. That's nice. Heck yeah. We'll take it. Okay, let's come back over here. All right, I'm gonna fold this in just to combine it since there was so much. And that definitely was not working in the blender. That looks good. Now the idea is, next step with all this mess is we're gonna do balls. So I've got my ice cream scoop and we're gonna make balls and get them real cold and then get them in a Ziploc bag and put them up till we're ready to eat them. The recipe says that these last in the refrigerator for about a week. I would agree with that. And the single recipe just makes 15 of these, so that's definitely doable. I think this ice cream scoop is the right size. It's the 1 ounce ice cream scoop if you're looking at, or cookie scoop, whatever you want to call it. I call them ice cream scoops. That's the 1 ounce scoop. All right, I'm gonna keep going till we get them all done. All right, y'all, there they are. We got that full tray in this one, and I'm just gonna, the combination is excellent with the walnuts and the chocolate and the oats. Definitely when these are cold, they were probably even better cold, but the pumpkin just sets them off. They're so wonderful. So I definitely think that you should try these, especially just if you've got a quick road trip, especially if you're going to like an Airbnb or something and you can put these in the freezer and eat on them all week. What a cheap and easy way to have a really awesome, really good for you snack. Kind of heavy in the protein, but just, and who doesn't like pumpkin and pumpkin pie spice? Anyway, so we hope you enjoyed this really quick video about what we're gonna take on our travels to make sure we stay out of fast food drive-thrus. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next video, bye y'all.